How much money is enough? Americans spend their working lives working very hard for the privilege of having a leisurely retirement, but the process of getting there can be stressful, and building up too much can often lead to shame and resentment. We'll discuss why addressing this question, how much is enough, can help you bring peace of mind and 2 solutions to get you there. Hey there, it's Alex and Anthony from One Degree Advisors, and we help you gain confidence in your retirement. So Anthony, the top goal most people come to us regarding their finances is around retirement, right? Preparing for retirement, making sure you can have a successful retirement. Most people have no idea how much money is enough for them. And this usually leads to 2 problems. Either one, they're not saving enough, and that is a problem in and of itself. But the second is saving way too much and working way too hard at the expense of their health and other priorities in life.
Yeah, so when we look at that how much is enough question, problem number 1 that comes up is just the stress, that need for more, that unending pursuit of wealth. There's that famous parable of the Mexican fisherman and the American businessman. American businessman stressed out, goes down to a coastal city in Mexico, sees a fisherman come in with a good catch, and he says, well, what are you going to do with all those fish? And he says, well, I have enough to feed my family and some to sell at the market. And then what? Well, then I have time to do whatever I want to do. Well, how about if you took that and you buy more boats and you build a big fleet?
You expand this empire.
Build this empire, exactly. And he says, well, how long will that take for me to do? Oh, about 20 to 25 years. And then what?
Yeah.
Well, then you can retire to a coastal village and do whatever you want. And the Mexican fisherman, of course, is kind of laughing, saying, well, that's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. I already have it. Yeah, and we do see that as a problem. And the second problem here is the guilt and shame that sometimes people feel for having the money.
Yeah, and that can be the other side, is that we're at the highest standard of living in history as a people. There's a verse in the Bible that's actually misquoted quite a bit to say that money is the root of all evil, but that's not actually what it says. It says, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs.
Yeah, and the way we like to talk about this with clients is money is a tool to get you where you want to go. It is not the end goal, right? Money is not the end goal, but money is the tool to get you where you want to go. So problem number 3 is there's too much attention to the accumulation of money at the expense of other priorities.
Yeah, we're always asking the clients that we're working with, like, what's important in life? Rarely does someone say, if ever, money's the most important thing. They talk about their family, their friends, their health, making an impact in their community. And but the problem is that money, we see it in practice, is it often overwhelms those priorities in life. We're at the expense of someone's health or their family relationships.
Well, and the thing is too, is it's a tangible goal. You have a number that you can attain, and the problem we often see with folks is the goalposts do move, right? You hit your goal, and then the goalpost moves even further. But let's talk about 2 solutions here. And the first solution is planning. And the nice thing about planning is that planning assigns a purpose to your money. It's the allocation of your money towards the priorities of life that are really most important to you.
Yeah, and when we have those conversations about what's really important in life, then that guides the investment planning, the tax planning, the estate planning. It becomes that lighthouse of which to row towards. But planning also helps give context to your situation. So when we don't know, where that finish line is, we can take those good estimates, and people can argue and say, well, planning is just a guess, like you really don't know. And of course there's estimates that go into that, but it gives us some context, it gives us something to shoot for.
And to give people some, a real example of this, we recently posted a video, how retirees can benefit from dynamic financial planning. So we'll post that above. All right, the second solution here is incorporate giving.
Yeah, in 2008, the great financial crisis, which was really the worst that we've experienced here since the Great Depression, at least in this country, and you really saw that people were visibly worried during that time. I mean, there were people standing outside banks wondering if they were going to get their life savings, and I really noticed 2 elements that resulted in people feeling more at peace. Number 1 was if they had low or manageable debt. And then the second thing is giving. I mean, when people were giving towards others, whether it was the charities or their church or just their neighbors in general, the concern was not on themselves,
Yep.
it was on others.
Yeah, exactly. They're not focused on themselves. They're focused on others. Their impact is looking outwards. And that's ultimately where we've seen the most contentment with a lot of our clients. So yes, they know that they need to grow and accumulate their money and make sure that they have a successful retirement and can accomplish the things that they want to. But at the end of the day, answering that question, how much is enough? How much do I need for my family, for me, my family, to accomplish my goals? And then everything else, if I can give it away to make an impact with my wealth, ultimately that's what brings a lot of contentment. Once again, this is Alex Okagawa with 1 Degree Advisors. And if you'd like to learn how we can help you with your retirement, visit our website at onedegreeadvisors.com.